Bonner is here. She is a former Olympic champion, decathlete, and a Fox News contributor. Caitlin, it's been too long. It's good to have you back on the program. So first, I want to get your thoughts and reaction to this as I read this excerpt from the Times of London reporting on the presentation by the IOC's medical doctor. Scientific evidence showed that there were physical advantages to being born male that remained with athletes, including those who had taken treatment to reduce testosterone levels. Aren't they now just saying what we all knew all along?
Well, put it this way, Sandra, I knew all along from the beginning of all of this. Let me go back with a little history with the International Olympic Committee. Back when I was competing, I competed in two Olympics, 1972 and 1976. Back then, all women, when they came to the village, they were tested for their DNA. They had to make sure that they were XX, because they knew it was not good to have men in women's sports. Why? Because those were the years of the East Germans and the Soviet women. Sandra, I don't know if you're mature enough to remember back then, but the East Germans were just eating it up in women's swimming. In every sport they were eating, just destroying the competition. And so the International Olympic Committee started testing for them because they saw it was not good. Well, a few years go by, and eventually the Soviet Union's not around anymore, and East Germany's not around anymore. And all of a sudden, they lifted the ban, and they're not going to test all the women. Cut to 10, 20 years down the line, all of a sudden now we have trans women coming in to compete. And I can't believe that it has taken them this long. I mean, we just, Christy Coventry just came in as the new IOC president, the first woman to come in as president of the IOC. And Sandra, as you know, it takes a good woman to come in there and really make some good changes. And good for her, because she knows it's wrong.
You bet.
And so, yeah, I'm very excited for it.
We're getting some brand new reaction, too. This is Caitlin, the former NCAA swimmer, Paula Scanlon. Her reaction to the IOC reviewing this trans athlete issue, said this earlier today on Fox. Listen.
It's crazy that they had to review all of this scientific evidence to come to this conclusion, something that everyone that's alive already sees firsthand. The one thing I will say about the IOC is I'm glad they're finally coming around. Female athletes deserve to be protected at the Olympic level. And this is the first time I've actually seen a female step in and do the right thing.
Because this is where we are now. Flash back to the former IOC president struggling to define a woman. This is August of 2024.
I can only invite them to come up with a scientific based, a new definition of who is a woman and how can somebody being born, raised, competed and having a passport as a woman cannot be considered a woman.
Well, guess what? The scientific and biological makeup of a woman today has not changed from what it was then. Caitlin, I'll give you a final thought.
Yeah, my final thought is this. Look at, I am a trans woman, but I am still biologically male. I'm XY. There's nothing I can do to change that. Males do have a better advantage and a big advantage in sports over women. It's just not fair. And we have to do the right thing. If we don't stop it now, it will just destroy women's sports. And it's not just the girls that are competing today, but what about the young women that are coming up? And you look at Title IX. Title IX did so much for women's sports. And they're going to say, you know what, I don't even want to play sports. Why? Because I have to play against men. And it'll just slowly erode away women's sports. People need to stand up. You know, we started with the Riley Gaines thing in Penn State. We started many years ago. And we've come this far. We have to go all the way. And we just, unfortunately, have to make sure that we keep XY out of women's sports.
Caitlin, you have been such a strong and powerful voice for women and backing up these women in these sports. And by the way, you are obviously on the side of so many Americans. The Pew poll shows that 2/3 support trans athletes competing, but on the teams that match their biological sex. So the public support is there for this. Caitlin, really great to have you back on the program and great to see you. Thank you so much.
Good to see you, Sandra.
All right.
Hey, Sean Hannity here. Hey, click here to subscribe to Fox News YouTube page and catch our hottest interviews and most compelling analysis. You will not get it anywhere else.